Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live, the unlikeliness of having more than a, a middle class life. Let me start over again. The unlikeliness of having more than a middle class life by relying on an hourly wage job alone. Let's talk about it today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before we go on, it's important that you know who this show is for. Why? If you don't fit the target audience, you're not allowed to leave a comment. You can't be mean anyway, but you can make fun of me. I don't mind as long as it's funny and you retweet this, share this with somebody. Self-actualizers are characterized by efficient perceptions of reality, the ability to judge situations correctly and honestly, alerted by the superficial and dishonest. I'm telling you this for a reason. You strive for self-fulfillment and possess unique characteristics that enable you to perceive reality accurately and engage in meaningful pursuits outside of yourself because you are a self-actualizer. That's who this show is for. Self-actualizers, agents of progress, if you will, making the most of your life. This micro podcast live stream, the only one of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on this subject, going live on X, is not for you if you take yourself too seriously. Sorry, sweetheart. No. However, if you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover divine and accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL, why is it unlikely that a person will create wealth above the level of middle class, but above a net worth of $1 billion by working an hourly job? Not everyone wants to be a billionaire, and that's fine. Not everyone wants enough wealth to get to freedom. Okay, don't tell me money doesn't make you happy. This is not about emotions like happiness or sadness. Having over $1 billion net worth doesn't make you sad, but it might contribute to your sense of well-being. Today's episode is not about emotions. We are more concerned with accurate information. While it's not impossible for you to create wealth above subsistence by working an hourly job, it appears unlikely that a person can create wealth above the level of middle class, let alone reach a net worth of over $1 billion by working an hourly job for the following reasons. Number one, let's take, for example, financial services companies. Okay. This is a good example because the average compensation ranges from $35,489. That's over $35,000 a year to $69,822 per year. Now, this level of income, while respectable, is unlikely to lead to the accumulation of massive wealth beyond the middle class level. To put it in perspective, on average, first-time home buyers must earn more than $115,000 per year per hour would be just fine with me. Okay, but if you want to buy a home, if it's your first home, you right now in this day and age, as we're recording this in April of 2024, we'll look back at this and laugh at me. Okay, but as of now, you have to, on average, earn more than $115,000 per year to afford a typical home. That means your income must have increased by $40,000 in the last 3 years post pandemic. Secondly, a scalable income is better than an hourly wage for wealth building purposes. Okay. If you're just getting by, just that's one thing. Okay. But if you're building wealth, it's got to be more than hourly wage. Hourly jobs inherently have a cap on the maximum income one can earn, as there are only so many hours in a day, right? This lack of scalability makes it extremely difficult to amass $1 billion net worth through an hourly job alone. Thirdly, your earnings are directly tied to the number of hours worked. To build true generational wealth, the focus should be on accumulating passive income streams and assets that appreciate over time, which is challenging to achieve through an hourly wage. Don't get me wrong, it's not impossible to spend less than you earn at your job, but living below your means isn't easy, my friends, especially if you have a mortgage, auto loans, student debt to pay off, children, medical bills, not to mention emergency funds. If you can invest 20 or 30% of your income into index funds, you are way ahead of many people. All right. Don't take it from me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lastly, the real problem is that most middle class people don't value their time. They try and save money by spending time instead of saving time by investing in things that free up more time to do high value projects. For instance, hiring someone to do menial tasks that cut into your time, hiring a virtual assistant, for example, outsourcing wherever you can hire someone for less than it costs for you to do it yourself makes a huge difference. For example, I used to live in New York City. All right. So before a certain pandemic interfered and I moved away from New York City, but when I lived there, I always paid for wash and fold instead of spending 3 hours or more doing my laundry. Okay. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is. Okay. Not that I was rich, but it freed up time to reach out to clients and get more work done. One thing I learned from Naval Ravikant is to have an aspirational hourly rate. That is, if someone could hire you, if someone could hire you by the hour, your rate would be unreasonably high. His aspirational hourly rate was $5,000 per hour, which back then was a lot. But today he earns 3 times more than that. I don't know if that's accurate that he earns 3 times more than that, but I know he does. I know he's doing well. And I know if you ask him, it will average out to way more than $5,000 per hour. All right. Just to be accurate, it's more than $5,000 an hour. Now, therefore, taking inflation into account, my aspirational hourly rate is $7,000 an hour. If you could hire me, that's how much my rate is. If it costs me less to outsource than to do something myself, like repetitive data entry, it's so worth it to hire out, you know? For example, it's more cost effective to hire someone on Upwork or a VA in the Philippines than to do repetitive data entry myself all day instead of making deals with accredited investors who can partner with us on multifamily real estate deals. The reality is that building generational wealth requires significant time, such as buying a rental property for each child when they are born and diligently paying down the mortgages over 18 years. Okay, there are people that do that. Okay, I love it when I hear people that do that for their kids. It takes an incredible amount of time to build your business, whatever it is. Now, that's why side hustles make no sense to me. This is a quick tangent, but I don't understand why people choose to spend time on a side hustle for a little bit of cash instead of putting all their focus on their main business. It makes no sense to me. This level of long-term planning and asset accumulation is difficult to achieve. It's difficult anyway. All right. But if you're just solely relying on an hourly job, you have less of a chance to accumulate generational wealth. If you have a side hustle on top of that hourly job, it's just a distraction. But that's my opinion. All right. In conclusion, while it is possible to achieve financial stability and even middle-class wealth through an hourly job, the path to creating a billion-dollar net worth is highly unlikely due to the inherent limitations of hourly compensation, lack of scalability, and the need to focus on passive income and asset accumulation over an extended period of time. Remember, it's different for everybody, but in terms of the reason I point to $1 billion is because that's FU money. All right. That I think most people would agree that is freedom. All right. The purpose of wealth is freedom. Okay. Now, there's also just one last thing is that billionaires aren't ever billionaires that are getting paid by an hour. Can you imagine like Elon Musk or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos getting paid by the hour? No, no. They own assets. They own businesses. All right. It's what you own, not what you do. That's my time. I got to get back to work. I appreciate you guys watching Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. Visit my X profile to learn more. It's not necessary to follow me, but I do follow others who are adding value. They're smarter than me, they're funnier than me, and there's a lot of people that are smarter and funnier than me. But it's your choice. Do what you want. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. All right. So if you want to, you can go to the official page of this show, safenewmedia.com/HSRL. Self-actualizers can join our community. Apply at safenewmedia.com/XOXO. Get into the inner circle. It's a Telegram channel, and there's a chat. I know not everyone likes Telegram, but I do. So until further notice, it's going to be Telegram. You can get there through guild.xyz/inner-circle. All right. I appreciate you guys watching Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. What I'm going to say next requires a disclaimer. All right. Are you an accredited investor? My lawyers will appreciate if I roll this right now.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
My team and I are looking for brokers and other investors to partner with to buy our first apartment building. I know it's crazy. How dare you invest in multifamily real estate? I know, but we're doing it. We're now accepting accredited and non-accredited investors to subscribe to our wait list. All right, if you fit that description, you are invited to either go directly to the website inveresta.com. You can hit us up on Twitter. There's X. There's an X profile, formerly known as Twitter, at Inveresta. Again, this is not an offer for anything at all at this time. But if you are a multifamily investor, broker, a motivated seller, hit me up on our X profile. Let's talk through that in that through that way. You can sign up at Inveresta.com. All right. Lastly, I have a newsletter that goes out every week, and it's also known as the Billionaire Letters. This is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues, and it's possible to learn from history. Go to hello.seanallenfinn.com/methods to sign up for that. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream. At this hour, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter, Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified, global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly, Sean Allen Finn. I do invite you to belong higher. Once again, join our community if you are a self-actualizer. All right. You can go to safenewmedia.com/xoxo and fill out the application. All right. That's it. I appreciate you guys watching this week's episode of Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.